Hello, people. Welcome back to the show. It's Astro Healing 975. I'm your host, Scorpio 7. Okay, so we started a new series about the water signs. We kicked it off with the Scorpio. So we learned how the Scorpio relates to energy. It's about emotion. It's all or nothing, so never in between. So it's a fixed sign. So when it goes to has a goal in mind, nothing can deter it. So those that are always skeptic of his environment, always wants to know what is actually real below, not the surface, but deep down. That's what the Scorpio was about. We saw. So right now we're gonna talk about another sign, another emotional sign of the water element, which is the Cancer. Now, if you're born or you have any of your other family members or people that you know that are born between June 21st and July 20th, so you fall under the sign of the Cancer. Okay, so what is the main characteristic of a Cancer Sun person? So first of all, there's a lot of intuition. So those people are very intuitive. Those people are what they deal with a lot of emotion. So they navigate through life through emotion. Emotion is like their, how should I say it? Their compass. So it's how they feel they react. So that's basically it. They go to the world diving, going forward through the emotions, how they feel about certain situations. So basically, they're feelers, and the key word of a Cancer is "I feel." It's how I feel. Okay, so technically those people can since they're really emotional in nature, I would say first let's take off with the difference between, so remember the water element has three signs, which is Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. So Scorpio is an emotional sign also, but Scorpio tends to keep things inside. Okay, the difference in the person, the emotions are water level, like you see it. Let's say a Cancer person has an emotion towards somebody, it shows in their face. They'll tell you out, or if the emotion is too unbearable, you see they'll start crying about certain situations. So they are great feelers. How I feel. Okay, so to understand a Cancer sign out, since a Cancer is ruled by moon. Okay, so the moon is considered as in astrology as the mother, the nurturer. So you find a Cancer person very has that nurturing energy, so they like to protect people they care about. Okay, so if they feel a certain way about a person, it's how they feel about the person, but not what the, let's say, other people are saying, or the environment, or other situations. Is how they feel. So they're great. The key word is feeler. Okay, and since the moon rules Cancer, as I mentioned, those people go up and down in emotions. Like it's like a roller coaster. Like they could be happy one minute and they could be sad, but they don't sometimes don't even know, how come they're feeling that way. It's because it's like a roller coaster of emotion. They feel all those emotions inside of them, but of course, with time, Cancer person, not every Cancer person you're gonna see is gonna cry for everything, right? So it's really about the emotion, how they feel, and since and the Cancer, other thing is very protective, not only of people or friend they feel strongly about, but their family. So they're family oriented. So it's like their pack. Okay, so they are really attached to their family. So really attached, really protective, and out of all the family members, the greatest bond with a Cancer would be with a mother. Okay, any Cancer person, whether it be a man or a woman, you would see a greater attachment towards the mother, because it's the energy. It's the Cancer is about nurturing. The mother represents nurturing, represents love. So that's what's basically you would see in a cancer person. Someone is very protective of their family, that will go to any limits. So, and don't you could be in a, let's say you could be in a fight or a discussion with somebody that's cancer. Once you get their family involved, they get hyped, because it's their nature. They're protective, and they're really sensitive for their mothers also. And Cancer is a go-getter in nature, because they're from their water sign and a cardinal. Their mode is cardinal, as I mentioned to you. Cardinal mode is a go-getter. They're the one that initiate action. So you would see them as a lot of initiators. They know what they want, how to get it. They're really creative in initiating a process and starting a process. And also, one of the most important things about a Cancer in astrology, like Cancer, it rules money. Okay, when I say money, it's liquidity. It's not like Taurus. It rules lands. People that are focused on building houses, having lands. But Cancer is about security. It's about money. So a person with that sign you will see that person is really focused on money. Because why? Because money brings security, and a Cancer, as an emotional person, drives on security. So the emotion they could, all the emotions they could feel. Of course, they have a lot of fear, a lot of love, but the need for security is greatly there. So they have to feel that security. So that's why they always work towards that security, towards that emotional attachment. So you would see a lot of Cancer people, like, they're really hustling, working hard because they know they have to have money to have that security. They're gonna work towards having that security, and they're gonna work. It's people also, they have to feel they have to be in possession of something. Like you'll find a lot of times they have a lot of some people, they have emotional connection with what they have, with what is theirs. So they will be really sensitive about what's theirs. Let's say they would have a watch that their mother gave them, so they will hold them to that for a long while, or any possession they would have. They will be really sensitive about it, so because it's their energy, it's part of them. Okay, so that's what I can say about Cancer. So let me see, what else could I think of. I told you they're really intuitive, and you would recognize a Cancer also by, let's say, they're really dreamy people, right? So their intuition comes in the world of dreams. So they would dream about certain situation. I'm not saying it every time it will happen, but it's like their intuition comes towards dream. It describes a lot of things they would be feeling, to understand. So it's good for them to they're really sensitive for their sleep, so they need a good night's sleep to be in their world, to start dreaming. So they feel that's another way they feel really good. Okay, and that's it. They're really sensitive people. They care a lot about people. Care about the well-being. They're emotional. So when they come into it, if you come into contact with them, for a Cancer to really open up, to feel, they have to be in security first. They have to feel secure in their emotions, or how they feel about you. So once that happens, in terms of friendship or whatever relationship, they'll be able to less defensive, because since them, it's about the main emotions in a Cancer sign is you have fear, you have love, but the fear always is there, like for them losing something, or losing their security, or so they overcompensated by being really proactive towards that fear. So that's, since being a cardinal sign, that fix that energy, that cardinal energy would initiate them to deal with that fear, and to put in action towards that fear. So that's it. You know, another great example of a Cancer to see how emotional, how caring they are is Princess Diana. Okay, so we've all know all the great things that Princess Diana done for other causes, you know, other human causes. So that's it's a great example. Okay, so that was my take on Cancer. So if you have a family member, friend that's a Cancer, don't forget to tell them that they are appreciated because they like that security, and you know, so this it's a good feel, a good water element sign. Okay, so this is Scorpio 7. Don't forget, the show is about you. It's about people that you know to better understand them, so that when you better understand and better understand yourself, you better understand them. You have better, healthy relationship. So this is Astro Healing 975. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with people. Share the knowledge. So maybe if that, you know, you're looking at this, it helps you, but it could help somebody even bigger and better. Okay, so this is Astro Healing 975, Scorpio 7, and the next sign we're going to talk about is the dreamy Pisces. Stay tuned.